Hey all, this is Val here with another Dungeon Hunter Champions video. In today's video, we're going to talk about co-op. Now to get to co-op, you head on over to Adventure, bottom right hand corner, click on that. And we're going to talk a bit about this mode. So let's just hop right in. This is Baldragor. Basically, we beat the ED10 boss so much he resurrected, really upset with us. There are 3 modes available: Epic, Legend, and Nightmare. In Epic, it is 3 players and bots are allowed. In Legend, must be 4 players. So in Nightmare, it is 5 players, which is 1 more than Legend, and Legend is 1 more than Epic, and in Epic you can have bots. That's the basic breakdown of modes. Let's take a look at Baldragor's skills and abilities. Now, this particular fire boss is available from August 15th to August 22nd. What I do want to state is that this is not the entire event, just when this boss is available. We'll get a new element and boss on the 22nd. So let's read. Baldragor, the mighty undead Drekalisk, is an evolving foe. Each event has different skills, traits, and summon minions. Baldragor uses the legendary Blight debuff to reduce your stats. If you defeat Baldragor, your champion becomes exhausted and cannot fight Baldragor again for the rest of the day. So let's talk about the bottom part. The bottom part is awesome for those that want to group with friends that may not have the best units. What this means is your friend could come in, you guys can carry him, and even if you guys fail because he's lagging a little behind and takes 4 or 5 tries to beat it, he can still come along for the ride because you do not exhaust your champion on that attempt. You must be successful first for your champion to become exhausted. This is great news for those who want to carry their buds through events. Also for content creators like myself, which makes it a little less scary to go ahead and do this with your buds or your viewers or your subs, because you don't have to worry about it being exhausted. Really, the only thing you lose if you fail is time. And well, since if you're a content creator, you're probably looking to have some fun, fill up some content time, this is a great way to do that. Now let's take a look at Baldragor's abilities. Contagious Spittle. Spits a ball of blighted fire at a champion, damaging and inflicting blight on the primary target and all nearby targets, so don't stack. Next is Rotting Maw. After a brief delay, bites all champions standing in a small area, deals damage, and inflicts blight. So get out of the big red circle. Death Flower. Fires deadly projectiles at several different locations. Each explodes into a ring of smaller fireballs on impact, damaging and inflicting blight on affected champions. Again, don't stand in red. Noxious Roar. Lets loose a powerful roar, damaging all champions 3 times with bonus damage for each stack of blight on an affected champion. Now basically what this means is if you're avoiding this, you're getting low stacks of blight, you shouldn't have an issue dealing with the roar. However, if you did stand in everything and you've got several stacks of blight, this is likely to one-shot you and your team. Miyasama, Mizma, Mimusaka, Masamuka. This one emanates a cloud of deals damage to all champions proportional to their max HP and ignores defense. The damage dealt is reduced by a portion of each target's resistance. Now this is unavoidable in my experience. There has been a few times where in the upper right hand corner there is a little ledge. It looks like if you scoot right in there just perfectly, you do avoid this, but I wasn't able to do it 100% of the time. So you really do need resistance when running against this boss, because this ability can hurt, because it ignores defense and it's based on your HP. Obliterate Magic. Periodically blasts all champions, removing all buffs from them. And then lastly, Unending Misery. Periodically lowers defense of all champions. So this guy's nasty. He really doesn't like us. He's pretty pissed off that we killed him as many times as we did. Let's look at his traits. Pestilence. Inflicts an additional stack of blight whenever it deals damage. So again, don't stand in red stuff. Avoid what you can. Sharpen Acuity. Baldragor flies away from the platform, becoming invulnerable and untargetable, and removing all debuffs. It then draws in energy, increasing its accuracy for the rest of the fight. This effect cannot be removed by skills. After a brief delay, Baldragor deals massive damage to all champions based on how many stacks of blight they have. He is immune to ongoing damage, stun, fear, silence, blind, and slow. He has periodic protection. Baldragor periodically protects itself by gaining many stacks of the legendary damage negation buff, which completely blocks damage once for each stack and cannot be removed by skills. The skill cannot be blocked with the block buffs debuffs. Now, why this is important, when you do damage to him, he will lose one stack of this damage negation buff. That makes Espers really good here. Espers do lightning damage, which pulses. So the more time that pulses, the more damage of buffs this will remove. It really is a great skill. I used my water Esper here, and she was pretty good at keeping the stacks down. As long as you attack it, he will lose one stack. If you're running around and avoiding stuff, obviously he's going to build them back up, and then you'll have to break them down. It's good to make sure that your DPS is always attacking it to help it drop some of those stacks. Elemental Animosity. Baldragor has elemental advantage against every element except the element against which it has a disadvantage. This is super important. Now, when I was running this, some of my units that I would bring, like Sigrun, who is geared very well, Zinnia, who is very tanky, would get one shot by his AoE simply because they were considered to be at an elemental disadvantage, even though they weren't outside of this raid. So as we know, you can take light in the water and really not have any issues, light in the fire and not have any issues. This boss is different. For this reason, we really need to build out as many 6 stars of different elements as we can to make sure that we have an element that is at an advantage against the dragon. Because what happens is you're going to die and your team's going to spend a lot of time rezzing you. So once that happens, you're not putting damage on the boss. He is gaining that damage immunity, and then you have to go back, take off the damage immunity just to start doing damage to him again. For that reason, I recommend you have a good stable of 6-star level 60 characters, so that way, no matter how it goes, you will be able to attack the boss and not be a hindrance to your team. Swift Strikes. All of Baldragor's attacks deal bonus damage based on his attack speed. Timeless Malevolence. Projects an aura of disruptive energy. This aura prevents cooldowns from being reduced by skills. Synergy traits and adept gear still work. So synergy will work. However, you're looking at Zinnia, you're looking at Rhoda. Those skill cooldowns do not work. Unholy Wrath. Baldragor emits an aura of unholy magic, preventing champions from receiving the invulnerability and immunity buffs. So no AA is not really going to make a difference. Basically, AA is going to be a tanky character that you use who can also heal. Because remember, when you use his 3rd skill, his primary attack will heal the surrounding units. That will still apply, as well as his haste buff. Blood Frenzy deals 25% damage for each dead champion. So as people start dying, he will get stronger. Immortal Rage. Baldragor gains an additional stack of rage every minute. Each stack increases its damage by 1% and cannot be removed. Exhaustions. Champions who succeed at defeating Baldragor become exhausted, and exhausted champions cannot fight Baldragor on the same difficulty for the rest of the day. So if you go through all your champions for epic and you're now starting to work on legendary, then that's no problem. All your champions will be refreshed and ready to go. Lastly, he also summons his minions, and you can see their stats. There are typical stats for that summon, so we're not going to go through all of those. So what do we learn basically from this? 1, you can use your champions, the same champion, across multiple difficulties. However, on success, that champion is exhausted for that difficulty. Next, you do want to bring the unit that has an elemental advantage over Baldragor, because any other unit will be considered at a disadvantage. You're going to take more damage, we're going to spend more time rezzing you, which is only going to make Baldragor that much stronger. So you want to make sure, again, to have a good stable of 6-star level 60 characters, so that way you can do this mode as much as possible and get those juicy rewards. Also, keep in mind, rewards are based on that difficulty. So if you clear all of Epic, you can then go through all of Legendary and collect all of those for as long as you have champions that are able to do it. Next, it's going to be that this boss basically prevents the 2 coolest things that we love to use as players. That is cooldown reduction by skills. Looking at you, Zinnia and Rhoda. And that's also invulnerability, Zeveron, and Dark AA. Sorry guys, no fun for you. However, those units are still useful because it still heals and there still is an attack speed buff. So just keep all of that in mind when going into this. The biggest one I'd say I noticed yesterday, as long as everyone has a unit that is strong, or excuse me, as long as everyone, what I learned yesterday, as long as you have a champion that is strong against a particular element for that week, you should be fine. Make sure to not stand in red because red is bad, and make sure that you are always attacking the boss so he's not building stacks of his damage immunity buff. If you do all that, you're going to easily succeed at Epic. Also, I will say this, please do not bring unascended or not leveled 5-star units. You're not helping anyone. Even on Epic difficulty, the boss does hurt. Max 5-star units really aren't going to cut it. You want to make sure that you have level 6-star, level 60 units appropriately geared and at an elemental advantage against Baldragor. So when you actually are ready to go into it, you click Battle. Now before you click Battle, you actually do select your difficulty. That was back on this page here. Here's Epic, Legend, and Nightmare. So you click Battle. Then if you click Match Now, it's going to automatically drop you in a match, or you can go to your friends list or your guild and invite people there. Once you're at the match screen, you can select your unit just like 5v5 and then be taken to the boss. And so once you're in there, there's a few things to note. To actually res someone, you want to click and hold on the res icon. When you hold it, you'll be able to aim the cone, just point it and make sure it touches one of the units that you want to res. It looks like they're encased in ice, to be honest with me. I'm not sure what that's supposed to be. Maybe it's their spirit glowing or something. But to me, it looks like ice. So you target it. It'll take about 5 seconds to res, and they'll come back at half health with temporary silence. Now, that is time consuming, and you're not doing damage on the boss, so make sure that you don't die. Other than that, it is simply point and click. And that's really going to do it for this video. I'll show you one of our runs here that was successful. And as always, thank you all for watching. If you found the video at all helpful, please don't forget to click like and subscribe. And as always, all you dudes and dudettes out there, stay frosty. So her stun's going to be useless. Really, her damage down and her heal is all I'm going to be clicking with her. Because her stun's going to be completely useless. Like, the ads in this don't hurt at all. Dude, what's up? What are we waiting for? Someone must have a slow connection. Maybe it's this other dude. He has a slow connection. Alright, here we go. Let's do it to it. She's going to be super easy to play, that's for sure. I'll stun just because. I mean, really? All I have is stun and heal, and I don't need to heal right now. We got it this time, boys and girls. Oh, really? Alright. I keep an eye on everyone's HP. If someone dies because they get low, then I'm going to get yelled at. Healer always gets yelled at. I've been playing healer for years, and healer, we just get yelled at. That's like how it goes. Alright, here we go. I'm going to stand off to the side by default. I'm going to debuff his attack. Hopefully it works on him. Alright. Watch the fight. Alright, it's going this way. It's going this way. No, no, no. Oh, dude. Alright, I'm going to heal. I'm going to heal. Heals up. Dude, I really need to 6-star another healer then. Because she's my... I have Zinnia. Alright, I'm going to heal. How come it says invalid target? Do I have to target them to heal? Dude, you guys see this, right? You see that I'm not, like, being dumb. It would not let me heal him. Oh, it's letting him... Why did it let him heal? Why does it hate me, specifically? Let's get that debuff. Alright, this is go. Alright, where's the fire going? Where's the fire going? Where's the fire going? Oh my goodness, how are you supposed to get out? I'm healing. I'm healing. Oh my goodness, we had someone else die. I gotta get out of this. Dude, how do I... Oh, there we go. Alright. There we go. I got it. Val has learned, buddy. You see me level up on that learning? You saw that learning right here. We are going to be successful, boys. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. No! Stop following me with this stupid thing. Oh, my goodness. You've got to have HP for this. Yeah, you guys got to have HP, man. All right. I got my heal up. Heal's going. Let's do it. Let's do it, boys. We're almost home. Oh, my goodness. He died. Dude. HP is needed. You got to get that HP going. So if he hits this hard in normal, I bet you he hits super hard in... Diva is MVP right now, only because I'm playing her, though. Alright, let me heal up. I'm healing. I'm healing. Let me res this guy. Yeah, HP is definitely an issue. I'm gonna heal. Alright! Woohoo! First kill. Okay, what do we know? You need heals. You need HP, and you need defense. Hey, I got a disc. Alright.